Now we're going to hit sum if. Let's click this link. It's going to take us to the sum if page. So this is sum if example. Purpose: to sum values if a criteria is met. Okay, so always have an original list for you, so you already have some data here. This is a very small list, again, obviously, because I want you to learn this. So type in the name of the person you want to add up all donations for. Let's say this is the people, the name Bob, John, Lily, Rachel, etc., and that attribute A is the amount of donations they gave us, so $4, $1, etc. So let's type in the name here. I want to see how much Bob gave us. Type in my formula here. What I want to do is sum if this range, okay, so what you can see here is range, this range, that range meets this criteria, and what range do I want to sum? What range do I want to sum? I want to sum this range, okay, and I'm going to close it. So sum if this is what I'm looking at, C7 to C27, does it meet my criteria of G7, which is Bob, and I want to sum that range, hit enter. So Bob gave us, and I'm going to format this, $17. Is that correct? So if I were old school and I didn't want to use a formula and very error prone, I'd go in there and manually check this. So let's see, Bob gave us $4 here, $4 here, so I'm going to highlight them each in yellow. $4 here, $4 here, another $9 here, and I think that's it. Imagine if this was like a 1,000 longs line. I mean, a thousand lines long. Right, how hard this would be. So let's say I add them up. I'm just going to show so everyone can see it here. Obviously, you could do this math on your own. $17. Okay, yes, it worked. Okay, 17 bucks. But do you see how manual that was? And what happens if my eyes weren't good and I accidentally miss it? I'm going to go back to no fill here. Okay. So beauty of a dynamic formula is I can change the name. John gave me $11. Lily, how much did Lily give me? Lily gave me $24. And then Rachel, how much did Rachel give me? She also gave me $24. How much did Katie give me? Katie gave me $14. So do you see this dynamic formula is working? So let's do this again. I want you to learn the formula. So sum if this range, so I highlight my range, meets what criteria? Meets Katie. What range do I want to sum? I want to sum the donations. Close my parentheses, hit enter. Katie gave me $14. Let's manually check this again, which is a horrible way to do it, but highlight in yellow Katie's. Katie gave me $6 here, $6 here. That's 12 bucks. It's $14. 6 plus 6 plus 2 is $14. So yes, this works. Okay, obviously the worst is Excel. Automated Excel formulas are always better than typing it in or looking at it manually. So let's say that this was not a dynamic formula in which I can change this to Lauren. Lauren gave me $15. Let's say that this was not a dynamic formula. So let's type it up again if it was not dynamic. Sum if this range is what criteria? The criteria is now I'm going to type in Lauren. What range do I want to sum? I want to sum this and close parentheses. $15. Now let's do it if it were dynamic. Sum if this range, the criteria is Lauren, and then what range do I want to sum? This, close parentheses, both $15. So I use the word dynamic. What does dynamic mean? It means that I can change the variable without having to retype the formula. Okay, so if I change the variable here from Lauren, I need to go in here, I need to type in John and hit enter. In this one, all I do is type in John here. Do you see how much faster that is? So our goal is to make as many formulas as possible dynamic. What you'll see here is I did not lock the cells, but I can lock the cells, okay? So let's say in this one, what cells would I want to lock? I'd want to lock this cell, because I'm only typing it in this yellow highlighted box, I'm actually locking all the cells here and hit enter, and that's $11, okay? Let me show you one other thing here. Let's say I wanted to find out how much Bob, John, and Lily gave me in donations. Okay, so it's a little bit longer demo, but I think this is really good to learn. So I want to do sum if this is a more real world example. My range, here's my range, meets what criteria? This criteria right now. And what range do I want to sum? I want to sum this range. Let's hold on a second. Does this look right? If I drag this down, what problems will I have? You're right. That's exactly right. You need to lock these cells. You want to lock C7 to C27. Do I want to lock G11? No, because I want to see how much John gave me and Lily. So I want this to move as I drag this down. Do I want to lock D7, D27? Yes, because that's the attribute. That's how much they gave me. I'm going to hit enter here. Now, I'm going to drag this down, and you can see that this formula is now dynamic. This is a sweet formula, okay? Look, Bob tells me how much. John, $11. Lily, $24. Let me format this so it looks a little bit better, and there you go, right? And this is how people use it in the real world, because they're not going in here and typing every time, oh, how much did Bob give me? Oh, Bob gave me $17. I'm gonna delete that so it doesn't confuse us. How much did John give me? John gave me $11. How much did Lily give me? Lily gave me $24. They'll type out a list here and then just drag it down, and that's it. And that's the beauty of a dynamic formula. Now you can see how a dynamic formula is, we're building on each other here. I can type out Bob, John, Lily. I can type out Rachel here. Drag this down. $24. I can type in, who else have I had? Katie. Put Katie in, $14. Done, okay? So that being said, now we understand the sum if formula.